Look, I expect the best Boots version of himself. I expect the best Xander. Boots got more pop on his shots. Boots is, I think, is more talented out of the two. Uh, Boots do have some Boots does have some hold, but so does Xander, man. I mean, look, I think it's gonna boil down to who wants it most. To be honest with you, who wants it most?
He's gonna be ready for battle. He's gonna be ready for battle, but I'm gonna be ready for war. It's two different things in there, you know. It's a different mentality when you go in there. He's never been in a position where he had to adjust. He's always had it his way, you know. So when you have somebody making you think, when you have somebody making you react to something, at some point the body is not used to it and the body won't react as fast as you want it to react. The brain won't tolerate what it's getting and it's not going to give it or dish it out as fast as you want it to dish it out. So when it comes down to that, I just feel like I got the advantage. I've been uncomfortable before.
And you looking at it the way you looking at it, and I gotta respect it. I might be wrong. But if you want to make a little wager, you let me know and we can make one. I like Jaron Ennis in this fight, and I believe all that fundamental stuff is overrated in this particular matchup.
You know, Boots. I noticed with Boots also. He tend to It's like when you fight movers and shit, Boots start coming forward and making mistakes and shit, but he be letting his hands go. And, once he gets himself in a good rhythm, and he catch your ass and he catch your ass with a mean ass sequence, he can hurt you. Oh, he can hurt you. You get a little bit overly overzealous and you start letting your hands go because your Boots can be hit. And then all of a sudden, he's stepping back and he's shooting shots underneath. He catch you with shit you don't see.
All right. I mean, it's a lot of things. Again, like all I was saying, it's a lot of things that need to be done. That's it. It's a lot of things. It's the first 50-50 fight he ever been in, especially the first 50-50 fight outside of Philly or New Jersey, which is literally 45 minutes down the street from his house. This is the first fight that he been in with a guy that's bigger than him. It's the first fight with a guy that's bigger than him and he can box. It's his first fight. It's his first real fight at 154.
Boxing world is strongly backing Jaron Ennis ahead of his upcoming fight, with many fans expecting a dominant performance. Some are even calling it a straightforward step forward for one of the division's top fighters. However, not everyone agrees with that view. Former world champion Timothy Bradley recently shared a different opinion, pointing out a potential weakness in Ennis's style. He suggested that if not addressed, this could create serious challenges in a high-level fight. While many predict a clear win, Bradley believes the matchup could be more competitive than expected.
Too much exposure on that left side. Way too much exposure on that left side. He gonna have to keep that motherfucking left hand glued to his face because that overhand right of Boots is lethal. It's lethal, man. And Boots turned that uppercut up the middle too, especially from the southpaw stance when Xander's leaning forward, man. Another lethal shot. But man, I see a lot of holes in and Xander's game, especially when you start to put that pressure on him. Yeah. He try to get the out of Dodge. He don't want none of that heat. Nah, he don't like the heat like that. He like his space. His system requires distance. Can he fight a little bit inside? A little bit inside. It's not a specialty. It's not a specialty. Nah, he want to be able to work the combinations as you throwing shots. He looking for shots to be able to counter in between with shit, or he looking to start his shit, start the action, boom, weave underneath shots, counter, boom, boom, and then he on to the next. He around that corner, right? He turned the corner on you. Boots. I noticed with Boots also, he tend to it's like when you fight movers and shit, Boots start coming forward and making mistakes and shit, but he be letting his hands go. And, once he gets himself in a good rhythm, and he catch your ass and he catch your ass with a mean ass sequence, he can hurt you. Oh, he can hurt you. You get a little bit overly overzealous and you start letting your hands go because your Boots can be hit. And then all of a sudden, he's stepping back and he's shooting shots underneath. He catch you with shit you don't see.
At the same time, Xander Zayas is being overlooked by many in the boxing community. Some analysts are not giving him much of a chance, focusing instead on Ennis's strengths. There have been bold predictions about how the fight might play out, with certain voices expecting a stoppage win for Ennis within the early rounds. However, in boxing, Outcomes are never guaranteed. Zayas is a young and talented fighter, and underestimating him could make this fight far more interesting than people expect.
We'll see come June 27th. Let me know, man. If you want to make a little side wager,
Nah,
you
I'm
let
gonna
me
tell you
know.
right now, coach, I got this as a 50-50 fight. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do. I got it as a 50-50 fight. I want to look more at Xander a little bit more.
Mills, guess what?
Those-
You have a right to feel that way. You got
Mhm.
eyes. You are not as high on Boots as I am. And you looking at it the way you looking at it, and I gotta respect it. I might be wrong. But if you want to make a little wager, you let me know and we can make one. I like Jaron Ennis in this fight, and I believe all that fundamental stuff is overrated in this particular matchup.
Okay. And I want to see it. I want to see what you see. I do
Okay.
because I like to see that at the highest level
Do
possible.
you
And
do
I'm gonna
you
be.
promise me this? Because
Hmm.
I could promise you this.
Hmm.
If I'm wrong, I was wrong. If I'm right, you do the same and say, you know
A
what?
hundred.
You was right about Boots all along. You was
Yeah.
right about him all along.